Yo, what up? Happy Sunday.
Hello.
We made it.
Sundays.
We made it to the weekend, you guys. Thank fuck.
Yep. We're back
Sorry.
from the week off.
Sorry for the week off. We had to watch our Denver Nuggets. Beat those Miami
Seriously,
Heat.
that's why you canceled? No, I'm kidding.
That is exactly why I canceled last week.
No, hey man. You guys
so-
are really representing.
Yeah.
So did they win or
Champions.
something? Oh,
Yeah, they might have won.
Did they win
yeah.
something big?
Yeah.
They won a big piece of metal.
It's true.
Oh yeah.
Couple of 'em.
Plastic.
For
No, but
best
metal is heavy.
sportsmanship.
Yeah.
They're
Best
the best
sports.
They were the best
sportsmanship
sportsmen.
team.
And who did?
Honestly-
who lost?
They probably were. The Miami Heat.
Miami.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow,
Miami.
they beat the Miami Heat. I've heard of them.
Yeah.
You've
Never heard of the Denver Nuggets, but now you have.
But
Let's
exactly. Yeah. See, now I get why you needed the day off. That makes sense.
Gets all riled up. I can't be in the
Yeah.
house. He'll just
That's true.
swinging.
Yeah. Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's not even looking. I'm like, oh.
And you guys
he's
are
like, I don't
matching
care,
yet
bitch.
again. Yet again.
Yeah, well, we had to represent the Nugs on this beautiful
Okay.
day.
That's what we do now. We're just matching.
We're a matching couple.
That's what you do now.
Did you guys just get back from the parade?
Actually, it is tomorrow.
It's on Monday. That's right.
That's right. It's on Monday. It's not on the day that
It's already happened. I'm sure.
It definitely didn't already happen because we record on Sundays, folks, and there's no other way, So yeah,
No other way to say it.
we went to it.
You
or
know
at least
what?
I went
you
to
know
it.
what? I mean, why are
think-
we fighting this? I mean, they know that we release on
Guys,
Sundays.
They don't need to know
They
what
don't
day
know
it is.
anything. It is Sunday, and
We
that is
gotta
all
keep
there
a
is
Sunday
to
level
it.
Monday.
of professionalism.
That's all you need.
God,
Okay. All right.
Eric,
We
Sorry.
are
I
this
just
part out, all right?
professionals.
I
This
thought
is
that-
live.
Oh,
I thought that we could just, let them peek behind the curtain a little
no,
bit.
we don't break fourth walls here.
Show
our
we,
legs
we
a little
add
bit.
walls. All right, we're like fifth and sixth wall by now.
Oh, you
all
add
right?
No wizards.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know what, Michael? Someone's gonna break through that exterior and come a knocking. Knock, knock, knock.
no.
No.
It won't
Yeah.
happen.
But I play Fortnite, so just build another wall. I don't
Exactly.
really play Fortnite.
It's true.
Okay.
You can
Just-
build
Well,
a
I
wall
did my
strong
best.
enough.
You can build a wall strong enough to keep some Mexicans out. Donald Trump is
That's
a
exactly
big
what I'm
fan
talking
of
about,
Fortnite.
and we need to discuss this issue now. Okay, build that wall. Where did
Yeah,
that
where's
slogan
the wall?
go?
Where is
Where
the
did
wall?
that go? Where's that movement?
Yeah, where's that wall?
God, if only I could find a
This
party
just-
that actually aligned with my views.
Yeah, I know, right? Jeez.
It's so hard.
And hates women at the same time too.
When do men
Yeah.
not hate women?
Since when did misogyny become such a bad thing?
Yeah,
Oh God.
I just
Like,
want my
well-
old country back.
Right?
You know what? Take away my right to vote.
Yeah, I think that makes sense, Eric.
Wow.
You don't own land.
I shouldn't be able to.
Wow. You guys are confusing the shit out of me right
know
now.
It's
what?
called satire,
It's
Jess.
called history, Jess. Learn it.
History, satire.
3/5
I majored
over
in
here.
it.
Drunk history.
3/5 of a brain, am I right?
Oh Jesus Christ. Yeah, my brain.
Them's the
whatever.
believers.
What?
I don't
So
know.
let's get down to brass tacks.
Let's get down to the
Let's
tax.
get down to business.
We already did
just
that.
did
To
this, Jess.
defeat
God damn it, Jess.
Do you deja vu often?
No, it's just when you said "let's get down to business," that's where my brain
didn't
immediately
say
goes
business.
every
She
time.
didn't say that.
You always bring
Let's
back
get
last
down
week's
to
episode
business.
somehow.
To defeat.
It's a skill, honestly. It's impressive.
So you were getting down to business before defeating the Huns?
Brass tacks.
Actually, brass
Oh.
tacks.
Okay,
Well-
brass tacks.
Do you know why they call it that?
No, I
Because
was about
it's
to
brass.
Here you
ask.
go, history lesson here.
I actually don't know. I was wondering. to say
Oh,
anything
Yeah.
God damn it.
No.
The
I
one
was
time
gonna-
I'm
No?
actually interested,
I
you got
I
nothing.
I think it's because they
I'll
would
school ya.
actually, I'm not even gonna bullshit myself.
Is it
No,
brass
I know what you're not
tacks
gonna
Tried.
say.
or
I tried
brass tacks?
It's tax. TACKS.
Okay,
and it comes from when they would take like upholstery apart and they would be like, take it down to the brass tacks, is how they would say it. Which means like, let's
Oh.
get down to the like fucking basics. Like, take all the bullshit away. Here's the structure, kind of. That's what
Okay.
it means.
Wow.
For a long
that's
time, I thought it was
very-
TAX, and I was like, what the
Yeah.
fuck is brass tacks? Did they used to tax for brass?
No,
I
that
always
can't
thought
be
that
it.
I always thought that it meant like they like that's how you paid like your taxes was in brass.
Brass is
you
not
are
valuable.
incorrect.
Like
Maybe it
gold.
wasn't 1 point there, Jess.
No, don't try and make up history just to
I
be
didn't
right.
try and make up history. I said maybe it was.
It's
It's
fine,
actually
guy.
like a misunderstanding.
You
It's
guys-
not brass at all. It's actually silver.
It's actually ass. It's ass
Looking
tax.
it up.
Aztecs.
Kim
Aztecs.
Kardashian's got to pay that.
If your ass is too big or too little, you gotta pay a tax.
No,
Yeah,
not
gotta pay
tax.
the-
Like
It's
tax.
called it's called plastic surgery.
Like
That
Aztecs.
too.
Like you sit on a
You
bunch of
sit on
tax.
and you hurt your butt.
Oh. Owie.
I don't know if that's true.
Okay, we're not the only people
Jimmy?
who think all these things because Google is saying
Okay.
it all.
Nice. So
okay.
Get
maybe
it.
it's all true.
But it is TACKS. I don't think I was right either. God damn it.
Damn, we
Down to
don't know
brass
shit.
tacks.
This is how much we know.
Okay.
Sunday's podcast. IQ
I mean, this is
of
why we have Google.
According to
75.
grammarmonster.com.
Credible.
It actually came from haberdashery trade, where they would have brass tacks nailed on the counter to help measure the length of cloth accurately. But I don't understand how that ties into the seine, quite frankly.
Yeah, me neither.
A measurement down to a brass tack would be accurate as opposed to guessed. But let's get down to brass tacks is not like let's figure this out and not guess. It's more like let's like cut the bullshit and get to the point is what that means.
Oh, so that's
So I
okay.
think
Well, I mean,
I'm right.
That kind of makes sense if you're like, once you get serious about your fabric. You want to get
That's
down
true.
to brass tacks. Like, all right, I'm not fucking around. I need 5 feet of satin
I'm good.
right now.
Jesus.
Exactly 5 feet of satin.
Yeah.
All the satin.
The brass tacks. Let's get down to it.
Let's get down
How
to
much
the
is
brass.
this gonna cost me? How much
All
is
right.
the satin gonna cost
What's
me?
your brass tacks now that we've had our tangent?
I don't really have brass tacks.
Oh,
I
okay.
just or did I?
You said it.
It's really sounded like you did.
You
I
said
think
it.
so
Mhm.
well,
Well, what's
Nope.
the Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh,
Yep.
we already checked off nuggets. So there's that.
Woo.
I was hoping to share something, an experience that I had this past weekend,
Tell us about it.
or
wow.
week perhaps, which was going to the hot springs here in Colorado, and not just any hot springs, but a full nude hot spring. So
Holy shit!
it was almost like living in a nudist community for like a couple days.
days.
It was very interesting. Like 2 days, day and a half, 2 days.
Michael, did
And-
you go?
Yeah, I was naked the whole time.
What? Seriously?
dick flopping.
Just flopping around,
Flop around.
cooking some eggs. Like, shit, oil.
Uh,
Fuck. You gotta
Rich,
like
how'd-
clothing.
on my
How'd you say you like your
wall.
eggs?
No, I didn't go. I wasn't there.
No, but it was
oh.
very interesting. Quite a different experience in my life, and yeah, I just thought I wanted to share that. And
Okay.
and ask if
So
any of
many-
you would maybe try that sometime as far as like
Hang
going
on, so
somewhere.
many like holes not filled in.
Literally.
Okay. Wow.
Literally, Eric.
Uh-huh.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
settle down. All right, I'll give you directions.
Where did this come from? How did this happen?
So, my friends are,
Her improv troupe, let's be honest.
yeah, it was theater
Oh.
kids. Am I right? But we had
That
a
makes
little
sense.
girls trip for like our improv team, and one of our friends has like a membership. It's like a very exclusive
Oh.
place. Like you have to be a member, and then like you have to reserve like months in advance. So she was telling us about it, and she was like, "Yeah." I mean, yeah, she's like, I got some bougie friends, y'all. And she was telling us about it, and like it was so relaxing. And she told us like it's like full nudity, but it's like very freeing. It's like, you know, it's like it's nothing sexual about it. It's very much just like, this is natural. This is like
Yeah.
just humans being humans. Like it's chill, and like all different body types, all different kinds of whatever. And yeah, so we were like, oh, that sounds cool. And we ended up getting booked, and we got to go. And it was this past weekend, and it was just, yeah, it was an experience like I've never had in my life. And
Was it
I'm kind of
co-ed?
grateful. Yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah. And it's old people, young people, the kids even. There were kids.
What?
Weird.
Like, yes, it's everyone. It doesn't matter. Full nudity, it doesn't matter. Everywhere too. Like you can just be walking to the bathroom, just full nude. It's kind of like a camp thing, but with like cabins. So it's kind of like very remote and stuff. You bring like your own food and stuff. But we had like a full kitchen, so that was nice. But it was kind of cool and kind of weird and different, and like just I wasn't used to that. Like it was a new experience for me, and I'm like grateful I had it, but like not sure if I'd do it again. Maybe.
Bro, were you naked?
I was not. No, I did
Okay.
have my like top off at one point, but I had been drinking a lot.
Yeah.
So
Good
yeah,
for
it
you,
was
man.
quite
Free the
interesting.
boobs.
But yeah, it's definitely
Let them eat
an
cake.
experience, and it would no one really gives a fuck, and yeah, it's nothing like weird. No one's like checking anyone out, like no one's even like caring about that. They're just like, yeah, what's up? You're just like in a hot tub, like talking with people. Yeah, it's beautiful this time of year, and like dicks and tits just floating around, and you're just like, it's fine. Like, yeah, oh
I
yeah,
mean,
you know, we camped there last year. It's beautiful up there. Like, it's just funny. But we're so conditioned. Like, it just makes you realize how, you know, we're conditioned in our society to like attach these beliefs to certain things.
Yeah.
And like that's like that was a
Yeah.
big one. That was a big one for sure.
Naked stigma.
Yeah. And like how it's all about like sexuality, right? Because like they had like a sign that was like sex with a big like cross out, like no sexual shit, like, you know, like they didn't say that, but it was like, you know, do
Sex is
not be
forbidden.
engaging in sexual behavior. This is not like that's
This
not
isn't
what
for
this
that.
is. This is natural. This is human. This is
Okay.
whatever.
Some would say sex is natural and human.
Oh, absolutely. But like you don't want to be doing it out in public where there's
Hedonism.
also like kids and stuff.
Yeah, probably
So-
not.
So a little different
Good
than
point.
hedonism, which I'm thankful for, because
Yeah.
I don't think I could handle that
That's
shit. I'd
crazy.
be like, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, that's crazy shit.
Yeah. But it was an interesting experience. I'm glad I had it. I'm glad it happened, and it was super fun and nice connecting trip for our team, and pretty dope. But yeah, I just
That
wanted to share
sounds
that.
insane.
And
Does
also
it
get your thoughts.
get cold?
Oh, it was
Yeah, oh.
freezing, because like it's also been super fucking rainy here in Colorado, and same in the mountains.
It's
so-
basically been Seattle in this bitch.
yeah, and
Ooh.
it was like rainy and wet and cold. It was like 40s, 50s at some points, but like they're hot springs, so it's like hot tubs everywhere. So you're just like dipping in little hot tubs and then like putting on a robe quick and like scurry into like the next one. But it's like a little hike to get to because it's like fucking remote. And then you like get there and you're like, okay, great. And then you have to make room and like try not to like slip on someone's dick and like accidentally touch a tit. And like, you're like, oh, fuck, sorry.
Oh.
And people, and it's like super like algae. There's a lot of algae because it's like natural mineral hot springs and there's no like chlorine or anything. But like there's rocks at the bottom and they're super slick. So you get in and you just like slip right off. So like people are like bumping into each other, fucking just naked bodies sloshing in the water. It's so goofy, but like you get used to it, honestly. Like you really do. And I was like, wow, like just it was just so different than anything in my life.
Yeah.
A lot of
That's-
things shaking.
That's definitely an experience for sure.
Mhm. Oh yeah. And I didn't even like if I had not been with the group I was with, I don't think I would have been into it. Like I just felt like very
Okay.
safe. We were all like, we're all females. Like I don't think I could go with like co-ed friends or anything like, you know what I mean? Like I don't know.
Yeah, that would have been weird.
It was tough. It
I
was
don't
tough
want to
to
get
think about.
naked
But...
with you guys. I'll get naked with her, but
So
Okay,
it was just like
rude.
well, I'm sorry, Jess. I just
I'm
found
just
it.
I mean-
if you want to try and experience it, go
Can you
with
imagine
like
if we're just all chilling naked together?
Yeah,
That'd
no,
be a little weird.
it'd be weird.
Oh,
It'd be weird.
okay, Eric. No, I'm kidding.
I've
Would it
walked
not be
in-
weird?
It'd be weird.
If we were in like a sauna, it wouldn't be weird.
It'd be weird.
It'd be weird.
It'd be weird.
It'd be weird.
I don't
Okay,
think I
well,
could. I don't think I could do it.
Nah, I'm good.
I mean,
If you
I
wanna
walked
see
in
us
on Eric
naked,
doing
Jess,
it
just
once.
say
And
it.
I'm all right, like
yeah,
Are you?
yeah.
One of
I
these
mean,
days
whatever.
We'll do
It-
sauna together.
yeah, one of these days we'll sauna.
sauna.
I don't know if I could do that, but I was in a sort of similar situation. My sister took me to a Korean day spa, and
yeah.
on the women's, in the women's locker room, you can get like a vagina steam, which I was very
Yep.
tempted to get, but I didn't.
Hold on,
and
what is that?
you
That
have-
sounds magnificent.
What is a vagina?
Doesn't
steam?
it?
Steams your fucking vagina, dude.
I
Yeah,
want
it's
to
awesome.
steam
You just
dick.
sit there, legs
Like,
open,
Yeah,
just
I mean,
I
I,
get
don't
steamed
have a
dick?
vagina,
Yeah.
but that sounds
you get
amazing.
you get a steam dick. I'm sure.
okay.
but it
Alright.
was
'Cause I
next to
think
the
they
vagina
separate.
steam.
They separate.
But
male
yeah,
and
they-
Well,
female,
that's
right?
so. I
They
don't
do.
care if they separate. I'm just asking, like, do they call it steam dick or like
I don't.
what do they
I
call
don't know
That
what the
sounds like a
men
side
have,
dish.
but
Can I get some of the steamed dick also?
But the
I'd
women
like a
had
steamed
this-
dick as a
the-
side dish, you know.
the women
Uh,
had the vagina steam, and
Yeah,
I
I'm
wanted
sure
to
they
do
have,
it, but it was
yeah.
like $20, so I was like, nah.
Yeah,
And next to
$20,
it
that's
is
worth it.
like the women pool, and you're not allowed to wear clothes in the women
Mhm.
pool. So like a lot of women just bear it all,
Yeah.
and I was like, absolutely not. I'm not doing that. But it's also
Mhm.
because I have a lot of insecurities, so
Yes.
I'm working on it.
And that's the place that really brings those out, because I also
Yeah.
felt that, and I was like, wow, I wasn't expecting to have these feelings kind of like surface like
Right.
they are. Like it was kind of intense. And I even get like nervous around just swimming pools in general, like swimsuits, like let alone fucking naked. So it was
Yeah.
very like it was a growing experience. But I also like there's still a lot there. I'm like for sure that I'm like, wow, that's okay. That's something.
Were your friends naked? Like, could they feel comfortable enough to do it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yep, they were all naked. I mean, I will say like they also like were voicing like, oh, like I feel so vulnerable. This is like kind of uncomfortable, but like, oh, I don't know, I'm just going to try it. Like this is the place to
Yeah.
try it, and experiment with that. And like I think especially I know like everyone hasn't like especially like body image insecurities because our society has these ideas about what it should be, but for women especially, and I think all women have these insecurities, even if
Yeah.
perhaps you think they have the perfect body or whatever, or they look like the magazines or whatever, but the truth is everyone's so different and like every body is different. but we're just like, I don't know, there's a lot of like negativity around like body types and stuff, and it's hard to, I don't know, come to terms with that, I think, at times. But
Yeah,
this is an
shedding it
environment
is-
that puts it right in your face, and it's like, you don't have time to fucking think, bitch.
Yes,
This is
exactly.
fucking how it is. And you're like, okay, I guess it's fine. Like, no one cares. It's fine. And then you just kind of start not giving a fuck a little bit. Like, if
Yeah.
I probably would never stay a whole week, but if I would, it might actually be good because I'd probably finally get used to it and just be like, who fucking cares? And like,
Right,
maybe
right.
let go of some of that bullshit, you know, that we think.
Yeah, that's like real what's the word? Like exposure therapy for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Like to get over that
Yeah,
fear.
totally. We were actually talking about that on the trip, exposure therapy, in kind of a different context, but that's really interesting you say that because that's totally true. That's what
Yeah.
that is, you know? And that's the only way to
Yeah.
kind of overcome those fears is to just like what's your biggest fear? Is it's like it's always almost always about people making fun of you. People
Uh-huh.
criticizing you, judging you.
Yes.
Calling you names, whatever. That's always everyone's biggest fear around insecurities.
Yeah.
And exposure therapy is literally just getting shit on and being like,
Uh-huh.
oh, I survived.
Exactly.
If that's the worst that happens, it's not a big deal.
I'm gonna get
Yeah, people
naked
suck,
and
but
I'm
whatever.
gonna survive.
Yeah.
I might actually die though.
You might actually die.
Okay.
My friend, one of my friends who was on this trip, Jill, shout out Jill, what up? If
What
you're
up,
listening.
Hey
Jill?
Jill.
What up,
Um,
Jill?
Eric knows
she's
Jill.
a therapist.
I
Yeah,
kn-
Eric, you met her. You went to
Eric was in her
Oh
house.
no! Oh no! Shit! Oh no way!
Shit, good call out. Good call out. She's a therapist and she was talking about this stuff and she was like, damn, oh, I just fucking lost my train of thought. What were you
Oh
saying?
no, Jill. Conversion.
Exposure
I
therapy.
almost said conversion therapy.
Exposure therapy.
No.
Exposure.
Pray the gay away.
I'll gay the prey
Yeah.
away.
Oh, there you go. Ooh. I'll pray
That's
to get
good.
gayer.
That's good.
That is pretty good.
Pretty good. I'm not even gay.
So
enough out of that.
okay. Well, what about you guys? Would you
Do
get
better,
totally
gay
naked?
people.
What?
Yeah.
You didn't hear me.
I
Well,
think
Yeah,
you're gonna
you
say-
would. You would go naked, like whatever, dudes. Let's get naked,
yeah.
just like that.
Yeah.
No matter who you're with,
I mean,
I think that makes a difference, quite frankly. I felt
What
very
if you're with
comfortable
your
who I was
parents?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, no.
with. Eric's like, well, I do see that daily here, so.
They've got really little robes. What?
No, you've never seen your parents naked?
Yeah, as I have like.
I mean,
body
like as a
shit.
kid, but I don't
So-
remember. My mom was always naked in front of us. Like, why?
That's
Yeah, that's just a normal thing.
I think
in your
she's
house?
like part witchy. Yeah. She's like, oh, wait, you've seen a pair of tits. Then again, hers were fake, so like maybe she'd show them off anytime she could. I know I would.
Michael. Would you get naked?
I'm not sure. There's a part of
Would
me
you-
that's like, maybe under the right circumstances, yes. And then the other part of me that's like, I kind of have my own body shit in my head. So
Hmm.
I don't know. Maybe I need some of that conversion therapy. Fuck it, I'm going gay.
It's like coming
Convert me
out
to-
right now.
to gay,
It's like I'm
you know?
actually, yeah, gay.
Oh, Michael, we love you.
That's okay. Yeah.
And we've known.
And we've known.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think it would be situational. I'll say that.
I think
Uh,
everyone
I
has.
think I'm with Cassandra on it. I think it's situational.
Yeah.
Who you're with, your surroundings, all of that. Like if you feel comfortable or not. Maybe
I
after a
like-
That's
couple
fair.
days I do feel comfortable and I'm like, you know what? Yeah, fuck it.
I
Right.
like putting myself into uncomfortable situations.
Seriously, that's like, oh, that's like my nightmare. Like, I don't like doing that. I like to
So I
keep
feel like
everything
I'd
nice and
probably be
clean.
like the first one to like initiate.
You would 110% be the first one, and then Cassandra would go, "You're right, Eric. Let's do it." And then Michael would go, "If Cassandra's doing it, I'll do it." And then I'll be like, "Okay, where's my Where's my other towel? Where's my robe?" I'll be like doing the opposite. I'll be putting clothes on.
You got a
That-
lot of faith
that's
in
gonna be
me.
me.
I don't think I'd be second at
Yeah,
all. I
no.
do think Eric would be
You would
first, though.
be.
I do agree with that.
No, Eric would be first, and I think
Everyone else is like,
I
Eric,
think
you're on
we'd
your
hold
own.
back. Yeah, I think we'd all hold back.
Fuck you.
And
Eric
just
just
sitting there.
naked around a bunch of clothes people. Sorry, we sorry for our group. We have one
Well,
nudist.
It's gonna be weird for you guys because my pride won't allow me to put my clothes back on. So I'm just
Well,
naked
Hey,
the
whatever.
rest of the time.
I don't know. Eric, I feel like you're like the bravest one out of all of us. So you
I'm
would
not
definitely.
brave.
But
I'm-
no, it's not okay. Maybe not brave, but like you don't turn down from a challenge. So like if one's presented to you, and you're in front of your friends, you are most definitely the first person to go. Okay, well, fuck it.
I
I'll
just
do
don't.
It.
I don't even see it. I don't see it as a challenge. I guess like.
Oh, well, I
So-
was
It's kind
just
of a
talking.
challenge.
So if it is a
metaphorically.
challenge, would that make
Yeah,
you
is
more
there a competition on
inclined
who's
to do it?
faster? Who's faster getting their clothes off? Let's fucking go. Like-
So
Who
okay,
can get fat?
Michael,
Who can get
turn it
naked
into a
faster?
competition. Okay. Yeah.
Maybe my competitiveness would make that be like. yeah,
I
whatever, let's
honestly,
go.
Cassandra, that's like a really cool experience. I'm
It
not saying I'm
was.
jealous, but it's really, really interesting, and I'm jealous that you got to experience something really like new, and for me, what would be challenging. So
It was
that's-
challenging for me, for sure. Like
Oh, okay,
I had
sure.
I was in some dark places at some points, and I was even, talking with my friend Rachel. Shout out Rachel. I forgot I was gonna
Yo,
say about
Rachel.
but and she was very helpful in like kind of dissecting these things I was feeling. And yeah, I mean, I think we all have these kind of body image things because we're told to look certain ways, both men and women. Like everyone is told to be like, you have to look like this, you have to look like that, you have to
Yeah.
whatever. And like, and also
And
women
if you
have all
don't,
these
you're
fucking
fucked.
yeah, like you're
not
trash.
gonna be.
And you will
Yeah.
never be loved. You will never be
Yes.
loved because you're trash and you're
Yes.
ugly. And women are fucking sold all these fucking beauty products because we're so fucking ugly and we need all these chemicals and these waxes and this shit to fucking be lovable. Like that's what we're sold in our society. Like
Oh,
And
who
that's
did
how-
that to our society. It's so
Men.
stupid. I don't know. I don't
say
know.
white men
I don't
don't
know.
ever do any
I don't know if history backs that up.
Wow. Wow.
but it's tough and it
Um,
was cool to
yeah.
have an experience where it was a bit kind of triggering for lack of a
You
better
were
word.
definitely out
and-
of your comfort zone for sure.
and I
that's-
don't think I left like being like, oh, I'm free now. I was definitely like, oh, I have some work to do on myself. Like I left thinking that, not like, oh, this like, I mean, it definitely was like a step to kind of help me recognize some of this stuff in myself, but
Yeah.
it was a little more, I guess, jarring because you see all these people and no one gives a fuck. And you have like old, like saggy old people. No offense, old people, but you sag. And like you got
That's because-
young,
Saggy.
you have like big people, little people, like tiny little titties, big titties, little dicks, small like every fucking body
Little
type.
dicks and small dicks.
You have all
Two,
of them.
two types of dicks. You got little
Medium
dicks and small dicks.
You got big ones. Some of them, I'm like, is that kinda
So
hard
it
over
sounds
there?
like you were checking people out.
No, you just can't help but notice, Eric. Like You
Yeah,
would
Eric, are
like
you saying you're not going to notice a big dick in your face?
Yeah.
No.
Or a little dick in your
No, I
face.
won't notice that.
No.
Eric's like, no, I won't notice it. It'll be in my mouth.
it's just yeah.
And then my butt.
What did you say?
Whoa.
I just want to quickly point out that the storm has started.
Storm
And
started, y'all.
the storm
The
has started, so I
storm
may or
Jess
may not
might
lose
die.
power.
She might die.
Um,
This might be her
but-
last ever words
Yeah.
spoken.
You guys watch out. If I do lose power, please continue without me. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Go on without me.
All right,
The show
Jack.
must go on. Okay.
We'll drop you like fucking dead weight. The dead weight that you are.
I feel like
Dead
Jess here.
weight. Jess who? It's
Who's
Jess.
that girl?
Who
Who is
is
she?
that girl?
Who is she?
Oh my god, this storm is like perfect horror movie weather. So let's hurry this
Ooh.
up so I can
There
put on
is someone in
Insidious
the
or something.
bathroom. It looks like.
Don't say that.
I mean, I'm doing haunted tours now, so Spook is in
Dude,
me.
tell me all about it. Or have you
Wow.
like?
Skip over Eric.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hey, Eric, talk about that. Actually,
Sorry.
fuck you.
Sorry, she said horror. She said haunted tour, and I got really
We'll
hard.
get there. We'll get there. We'll
Yeah,
get there.
sorry.
Well, we'll move on from that.
Okay. Thank you, Eric. It was your sharing portion. We appreciate that.
Yeah,
thank you very much.
Eric. It was really great getting to know you on this
So,
podcast today.
Cassandra,
That's probably one of the better stories I've told this week.
you know, you said that you've lived 100 lifetimes in between our recordings, and
Boom.
so far, I've
You've
only heard
given
the
us-
one.
One.
Okay,
You didn't
okay,
even tell
okay.
it on the motherfucking pod, bro.
Yeah, bro.
So you better have 99 more problems.
But a bitch ain't one.
I set that one
Um,
up and we slammed it.
Yeah, we dunked
I
it.
also
Yeah.
signed a lease to move. I'm moving out of my parents' house.
Fantastic. When do you move?
Bye,
Go nuts.
When do you? Yeah. When do you move again?
August 2nd.
Oh man, you know that
The
that's actually
2nd
coming
of
up.
August.
I know, but not soon enough.
True.
But it's coming. It's
Yes,
coming.
it is. I'm so excited for you. Are you excited?
Yeah,
Are you packing?
not yet. I never really
Packing.
unpacked. I unpacked a little.
Oh, smart. Okay, good. That is smart. Love that.
Pretty good. You're only like 10 minutes away, though, right? So, like,
Yeah.
you'll still do laundry and stuff.
We got a washer and dryer.
Oh
shit.
hell yeah!
Fucking bougie ass motherfucker over here.
yeah.
We got a house.
Oh,
Okay,
Eric
brag
in the
much?
house. Eric in
Fucking
the
brag
house.
much over here? Oh, okay, you can just afford a house.
Well, it's not just
That's-
me. I've got roommates.
That is
Two.
pretty kick-ass, man. I'm so proud of you.
Woo.
Bless
Yeah,
you.
so
Would you calm down over there?
you guys got to come visit me now in my new house.
Eric, is it going to be like last time?
No,
Is it
It's
haunted?
not.
Eric,
not.
it better fucking not be. I
It's
mean
not like a
that.
commune house.
Okay.
I'm controlling this house.
Okay.
So,
One of
it's
the
Do you have
rooms.
your own
so it is going to
bathroom?
be a commune because it's Colt is going to show up soon.
Well, that's definitely real.
Do you have your own bathroom?
No,
bro?
I would never bring them to my house. We have 2 bathrooms.
Good. That's a start.
Do you have any inklings of haunted houseness?
Not yet. I've only been on one short tour
Did they
so
dis-
far.
Did they disclose the dead body that was in the attic for 10 years?
In basement?
No. Basement is pretty creepy.
Cool. I'll sleep there.
Cool.
No, it's not even like the ceilings are like this high.
Oh no. Who is
Like
it
you
for?
can't-
The
Cellar?
children?
It's not even really like a cellar.
chili.
Like
It was a
it's-
little person strip club at one point.
Okay.
Oh.
but it doesn't even. It's like
Eric,
not
I love that
even
for you.
real floor, just kind of
Dirt.
like
Where are
kind
you
of cemented
moving?
over to a
Costa
house.
Rica?
It's an unfinished
He wishes.
basement, but
Literally.
Okay. So it's creepy, like American Horror Story basement.
So it's like my parents' basement.
we actually
So yeah,
submitted
very
our
nosy.
listing, like our rental listing, to this website. And this guy like reviews it and gives it like a rating, and we got a gold star rating.
How many
On
gold
the
stars?
house.
Okay,
Just one.
but he hasn't
Is
been
that
in
all
the
there
house.
is?
Is that
Yeah,
all
it's-
there
it's
is?
Is
pass or
that all?
fail.
Is that his average rating?
No, he
Is that like
shits
the
on things sometimes.
Sneetches?
Sometimes.
Can you
I
guys
don't
hear
watch
the
it
thunder?
regularly. No.
Thunder and the lightning.
The thunder, the lightning.
Thunder always
Dragons.
happens
Congrats,
when
Eric.
it's
That's dope.
raining.
Raining.
I can't wait for you to do laundry there.
I know, me too.
Also, I
Of
hope
you to
it is
make your
haunted.
PB and J's
Yeah.
there.
I do hope that
I-
for you.
I hope it's not.
PB&J's.
Uh,
I'm gonna be eating
fun.
lots
I
of
think it'd be fun.
PB&Js.
It'd be fun to have a
Be
ghost
fun?
friend. Yeah.
I don't think so.
Little Casper.
oh my god, that's so cute. Get
It's
a Casper.
so cute. A little pet ghost.
Oh, just let me go
Ah.
kill a happy child in my basement.
Oh no, you don't do the killing.
Yeah. What are you? What? Are you a
Yeah,
murderer
what?
now?
You're still saying that you
Eric.
want a happy little boy to get murdered in my basement.
No.
Yeah, but you just don't do it. You don't do it.
It's
I don't
wanna
already
be friends with a
happened,
murderer.
Eric, it already happened.
Yeah,
Okay? We
like it
can't
happened
change
100
the
years ago.
past. We cannot change
Yeah,
the
like
past.
that. No matter how hard
He's
you
already
try.
there. You can either befriend him or he'll make your life
Mhm.
a living hell. Because
Yeah,
he's
he'll
from
steal
hell.
stuff.
It works
He'll steal stuff.
every time.
Like your
Boom.
keys, butter, mints,
Toast.
toast.
Your feet. He'll take your feet right off.
He'll take
He'll-
your shoes, bro.
He'll
He'll
lick
shit in
you
your
all over your
shoes.
toes, dude.
He'll
Oh.
pee in your shoes.
Then maybe
Like a
we can be
cat.
friends. If he's licking toes, I'll be his friend.
Ew.
Are you into toe licking?
No.
Motherfucker.
I'm not into licking toes, but if my toes are being licked, you know what I mean?
That's my self-conscious
What are you
thing,
trying to
is my
say?
toes. I don't like people
Okay.
seeing my toes.
I hate feet.
Yeah,
Feet are
I feel
just-
that.
Feet are pretty
Disgusting.
gross.
That one time
Feet
you
are
made me get a
gross.
pedicure.
What?
Those
you
are
didn't have a
tough.
good time?
Those are tough, Eric.
Yeah,
an-
it was tough. And
I had the best time ever. You're telling me you had a bad time?
Are you
Shut
ticklish?
I'm
up.
also like, yeah, ticklish.
Mm-hmm. I feel you.
But
I
it was
feel you.
good, right?
He
Yeah,
punched
it
a
was
woman in the
good.
face, dude.
No,
Ugh.
I was tensing so I wouldn't flinch. So I was just tense the entire time.
Burned
Nah.
a
But
lot
it was
of
relaxing.
calories that day.
It was good. I
was
got
fine.
relaxed. Like a super tense, relaxed.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I had a good time, I remember. So we were in Nashville. That was fun.
I feel like they were judging my feet.
They
They
definitely
always
were
judge you. They
Yeah.
always judge you, and then they talk shit about
you in
You
front
don't
of you.
know that.
No, you do, and it's
110% they do.
hilarious. It's hilarious. I would love to make a sketch out of it. It's so funny.
Yeah.
Has
But I hate getting my nails done.
that never been done before?
What? How could you
Oh, it
hate
probably
getting your
has,
nails
Eric, yeah.
done?
Well, I'm very particular about my nails. And they always fuck up my nails and they make fun of my nails. And I'm like, look, I know
Oh.
you want them the same length, but I like them to be all jagged, okay? And they're like, ooh, no, that doesn't look good. I'm like, I don't fucking care. okay? That's what I want.
all right.
I'm paying you, so do it how I want. But of course, that's what I'm thinking in my head. But in reality, I'm like, okay, whatever you
Oh.
think, because I have no
Oh,
backbone.
what?
So I just get bossed the fuck around, and then I end up with fucking little stubs, and I'm like, this sucks. I had long fucking nails, and they cut them all down.
Oh.
So I don't like that. But I don't mind a pedicure. I am ticklish though. And I tend to not think about shaving
Shave?
before
Yeah.
so that I feel bad. I'm like, I'm sorry you're rubbing my hairy legs.
I know.
But also like you get it.
They always say something too. They always go, "Oh, hairy legs,"
Yeah, they point out all your flaws. You're like,
Yeah.
thank you so much. I feel so great.
and you're like,
coming here."
"Yeah, I know."
I'm paying you to make me feel horrible. It's so
Yeah.
fun.
It's. I mean, don't get me wrong. I do love getting it done, but yes, Eric, it comes with a whole lot of insecurities. But at the same time, what I realized was, this feels good, so just focus on that, and then everything else goes away.
What you want to know? What I just heard is that Asian women specifically are the best at roasting people.
Yes, that's true.
Like, sounds like they should switch careers.
No, they're great. They're great. They can do it all. They also like I remember working for a nail salon for like a week in Chicago and they they were just some of the most interesting women ever. Like they looked like they were 22 and they were like 48 and had like 5 kids and I'm like, "Oh my
Yeah.
god. You're the tiniest person I've ever seen and you have like 0 wrinkles. Like how the hell? What is going on? What is your secret? Like gorgeous thick hair, long
Yeah.
black hair, so thick, like perfect fucking skin,
Yeah.
so skinny, tiny. 48? I'm like, "Oh my god. I hate myself."
I'm not even 30 and I'm like 100.
I know. I'm like 22. I'm like, "Oh my god, we're the same age." And she's like, "No, I'm 40." I'm like, "Ah! Oh my god, I quit. I quit." And
Yeah.
I quit right then and there. I was like, I can't handle
Good,
this. This
good.
is
You
too
did the
much."
right thing.
They're like, clean it up. So yeah,
Nice.
1 week. 1 week.
Mm.
Oh god,
It's been
that's right. Oh
Do you have that
wow, what a
one?
fun topic for the podcast this
Wow.
week. Insecurities.
Wow.
insecurities.
Well,
We all hate ourselves.
I mean, well, how
Here's
could you
my
not,
deepest insecurity, guys.
Let's hear it.
All right. No, I don't really know. I would
Oh, okay, Michael.
Go, JK,
Wow, way to
JK.
be-
JK. No,
love
I mean
you.
one for sure is like, people not enjoying my music or liking my music or even giving it a chance, that's a big one.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh yeah.
So
Art is vulnerable.
yeah.
Oh,
exactly.
absolutely. Yes, that is really well said.
It's
It's very
that's-
vulnerable.
I would say that's definitely up there off the top of my head.
Yep.
It's the first thing that popped up, but
Yeah.
I'm sure there are much more. I mean, I talked about like I kind of have my own like body thing. Like when we go
Mhm.
kayaking and shit, I don't take my shirt off typically.
Do
Even though we're in
is
the
that
middle
something
of a
you
lake.
normally do?
That's what a lot of people do. Most
Oh.
people are shirtless. At least guys.
I don't know. I don't kayak yet.
Okay.
You should try it.
Even it's
Wear
pretty
like
great.
bathing suits, right?
Yeah,
So-
right. So
Oh,
guys
okay.
typically have like their shirts off. I just don't like. I even like on the I take like the jet ski out when we go to her mom's place, and yeah, like I always have a shirt on. Like
Well, that might be better for your skin. Just saying.
maybe.
True. It
I
definitely
don't like the
is.
feeling of like a wet shirt on me.
See,
Yeah, I
but
can also feel
it
that,
doesn't
too.
really get wet in a kayak or on a jet ski. Obviously, if I'm going to go swimming, I'll take it off.
Oh, okay. I feel
But I'm
that.
also like, okay, I'm in the water now. Like, you know. I don't know. It's
Okay.
weird.
Well, thank you for sharing that,
I
Michael.
didn't like being like, they basketball. I played a lot of basketball growing up, and they would do shirt skins. I didn't like being skins.
Hmm.
But
Especially,
but you
like, as
couldn't
a
be like,
kid,
I don't
though.
want to be skins.
As a kid, like going through puberty though, like that was awful. Like
Yeah, I bet.
I think that like scars you as an adult because you
think
just
so.
get so insecure and like it's that locker room shit and like showering and all that shit. Like,
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
oh God, I had like everyone. And I just remember like in the locker rooms changing for gym class and just the amount of eyes that would just eye me up and down. And it was all girls' school. But I'm like, oh my God, everyone's looking at me. Like I just felt like eyes up and down, up and down, just like, because everyone's just comparing, right? Like everyone is
Yeah.
just sitting there like, oh my God, comparing, compare.
Yeah.
And it's fucking absolutely insane, and it's so fucking toxic, dude. It's so toxic. But we fucking do it still as
Yeah.
adults.
Oh yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
I mean, it's
Horrible.
We're the
body
same
image is
kids,
hard to shake.
just older.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
True.
Well, and it's
it is. It
you
is
know,
very hard.
your trauma is your trauma. You know what I mean? Like it's still gonna be there even if you work on it. You know, it's still a
Yeah.
part of you. You know, so
I guess what I'm trying to do is like turn down how much it affects me or like how much
I think
emotional rise I get out of it. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
I think that is something our generation is trying to like be more cognizant of and like you know, do something about it. Like mental health is such a big, you know, topic in general.
Mhm.
I forget where I was going with that. I guess my point is just like I feel like we're more aware of it, or we're at least more willing to talk about it than like past generations, which I
Yeah,
think
definitely.
is, you know, even if we don't all like go to therapy or whatever, if you're at least having conversations like this, like with your friends or whatever, that's at least freeing to some extent, right? Because we're all talking here and we're all talking about like our own insecurity. That's roughly the same type of insecurity, right? But obviously we all have different experiences with it. You know, it just
Mhm.
makes people feel like, okay, everybody goes through this to an extent and everybody has their own shit, and you know, it feels good to talk about it with other people, you know, and be aware of it.
It definitely does, especially when you know, they're able to relate. So
Exactly.
Well,
Yeah.
that's the
Yeah.
thing. Like, like I don't know anyone who can't relate.
Exactly.
Everyone has
Yeah.
body image issues because we live in the same society and we're conditioned in certain ways. And everyone feels so insecure about how they look because we cannot be airbrushed in real life. And all these magazines of all these famous
What? We
people that we think
can't.
look this way. And then, of course, you have like the tabloids, right? Where they show people and they look like fucking humans. These famous people
Yeah.
these celebrities who look like humans, and they're like, look how fat they are. And you're like, why? Because they're not fucking starving themselves and look like fucking skeletons? Like, what
Celebrities,
the fuck?
they're just like us.
Why are we exactly? Why are
Yeah.
we like doing this to ourselves though? You know what I mean? Like it has to change because it's so toxic and it's so consuming too. Like it can
Yeah.
be so consuming and it can
Yeah.
fucking ruin your fucking life, quite
But
frankly.
And,
how do you propose we change?
Well,
we have
the conversion therapy.
Conversion
no.
therapy first and foremost. If everybody is gay, nobody cares.
That's right.
Well, I mean, not conversion. What am I trying to think? What's the word I'm thinking of?
Subversion.
No.
Subversion.
No.
Exposure.
Thank you.
Exposure.
It's
Oh.
exposure. I think exposure therapy will help a lot because it'll help desensitize people to that feeling of it's new. You know, like you're nervous on your first day of work, but it's because you don't know what to expect. But on your 100th day of work, you're like, okay, I got this. Or maybe your
Right.
5th day of work. So I think it's a lot like that. I think it's just a lot of like exposure,
Totally.
desensitizing yourself to it. But at the same time, it's just like, well, how do I even start? And that's where that little tiny voice in your head is like, well, you just got to take the plunge. But what if
It's hard
the
to- it's hard
fear?
to jump into cold water. You know what I mean?
What if the fear is so much louder than that brave voice?
Well, here's
just
the
heard
thing.
about another it's a type of exposure therapy, but it's like with lights and it activates both sides of your brain at the same time. And
Oh.
I don't know, I was just explaining this like yesterday, but then you like go on with your therapist and you like revisit these like traumatic events, and like it puts them like into the same space as just like a regular memory. So instead of like being triggered when you think of these like events,
Oh,
it's just
okay.
like a
I think
regular,
is it just
like you
called
can approach it.
light exposure therapy? Is that
I
what it's
can't.
called?
No, there's
It
a name
was
for it. I know
something
exactly
else.
what you're
Yeah.
talking about. Oh,
That sounds
shit.
really interesting. I wonder how can I get that?
Well,
You gotta
you
pay
gotta
like
be like
$1,000.
It's so
prepared
expensive.
Oh.
Shit, I
mentally
know
for it. Like you have to be ready to face that still.
Okay, well, shit. Well, okay, at least I know there's a cure.
It's not a cure. I don't think there is a cure. I think it's just
Yeah, it's not a. It's a
being
treatment.
aware and like trying to be more cognizant of your actions and why you feel the way you feel, and feel those feelings, but don't let them control you.
EMDR.
EMDR.
EMDR, that's what it's called. EMDR therapy, and it
Mhm.
uses like light and sound, and you can like revisit your traumatic memories. And in doing so, it's almost like this exposure therapy, like Eric said. When in doing so, you can release it, and it doesn't affect you anymore.
Yeah.
In fact,
Okay.
Jessica Kirsten talks about this on, I think, Honeydew podcast.
Yeah, Ryan Sickler's
Because
had it too, which is
because
Honeydew
she
host.
did it. She did EMDR therapy when her dad passed away, because she had a lot of trauma surrounding her dad. And obviously, like, the death also, like, there was a lot with that too. And she had these moments that were traumatic around his death, of like, because she didn't get the like, the like, oh, goodbye, like the goodbye she wanted. She didn't get the like, I love you too, dad. Like, she didn't get that. It was just very like critical, like him just being critical and her just being like, okay, like, I know you're dying, but also, you know what I mean? Like, it just wasn't as nice as she wanted. So she had a lot of trauma around that. And she said she did this EMDR therapy, and it totally made her not be like, she was able to talk about it. Like, she's like, I could never like talk about it. Like, I would be so emotional about it because it was so like traumatic. And like, now it's just like, yeah, it's just like, you're not so attached to the emotions around that. Like, this EMDR therapy like helps you release that attachment to these like traumatic emotion, like these traumatic events that cause these emotions within you now as an adult, right? Like, our bodies carry our fucking trauma with us, and until we address it, we're continuously affected by this, and we behave in certain ways because of that. And this EMDR therapy is this very like sort of quick way to resolve these behaviors that we create because of these traumas in our life.
Do you think
Wow.
the way it works is like, obviously I haven't experienced it, so I'm just speculating. But do you think it like allows you to kind of see that experience from like a third person point of view, meaning like not from yourself? And so you're able to look at it in a way of like another person?
That's more like astral projection.
Well, and that's not what I'm talking about.
No, I think EMDR is like you being in yourself in that moment, because that's like, I feel like being objective, you wouldn't have the same emotions and feelings as you do being in it. Like, this EMD, as Eric said, like, you basically, like, it feels like you're back in that fucking memory. You're back in that moment. You're back in that location, the people you're with, the surroundings. You hear the things, you see like, it's like a dream, right? Like, you feel like you're there. And that is how it is so effective, because of, and it's just this like light, it's like this light stuff where you're like, it's on the side, like your therapist is just like doing this light show basically for you, in a sense. And you go back, and they're obviously still talking to you as they do it, and they're going through it like, okay, we're back in this memory, here's what's going on here, tell me what you see, tell me what's, and that's how you kind of get to release that, because you're attaching new feelings to it, or you're not attaching anything, you're releasing it, you know.
Yeah.
It seems very effective. I haven't done it myself. I'm very interested in it. I have a lot of friends who have done it and have talked to me about it, and it seems like very effective, very worth it, but it is so expensive. But everyone says it's worth the cost, but it's still like it's costly. So
Yeah.
that's what's holding me back from it, but it just sounds like a really effective method for that
It
kind of
does.
stuff. And
I'm
perhaps even
really
this like
interested.
insecurity stuff, because I feel like that starts as a kid. Like puberty is the
Yeah.
fucking worst. Everyone hates it. Everyone gets made fun of. Everyone's body's changing, and like that's where our insecurity starts. We're always fucking insecure in that. Like I feel like when you're a kid, you're not insecure, right? You don't give a shit. You're running around. You don't fucking care.
No, I
And then
was
you-
pretty insecure as a kid.
Well, to a certain point though. Like sure,
Yeah.
like I feel like as a kid, you don't have those ideas of what you should be yet. You're just like, I'm free, I'm cool, I'm whatever. Like you're saying at 4 years old, you weren't running around naked, like, yeah, fucking life, I'm breathing. Like you're not thinking about like, oh God, I need to cover up. Like, no, you don't think about that until later in life, and then especially at puberty. Now you're real, like that's all you can think about is like your fucking body, because there's all these weird things and everyone's making fun of you and you're making fun of everyone else because you're like, fuck you. You know, like,
well, you also have like older people like telling you to cover up now, like, oh, you're becoming a man now.
absolutely, absolutely, Eric. Yes.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I
wow.
feel we've gone through some shit today, guys.
Yeah,
This has
we
been one
really
hell of
did.
a
It was
Sunday.
heavy.
To open that can of worms, but I had to, I think, get it off my chest because I was feeling it from the
Yeah.
weekend, and
No, that's good.
No, it was
yeah,
definitely something
it
for
was
sure.
eye-opening, and I think worthy of discussion. So
Yeah, it was great.
thank you all.
Yeah. Well,
my week was
oh, never mind. I didn't mean to cut you off, Jess.
No, what I was trying to say was, well, my week was nothing like that, but that was the only thought. That was it. You can hit it again. Hit it
All
again.
right. Take two.
That's it.
Take two.
Yeah, I think it's time for some final thoughts, and I think we should start off with I feel like the director of this podcast, so Cassandra, let's go.
Okay.
I didn't mean to take over like that, but I think
Hey, sometimes you gotta pull out your Jokic and take over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, go Nuggets for sure. Pretty fucking cool. And yeah, just as we were saying, I think, you know, it takes a lot to feel comfortable in your skin, and I think it, you know, it's worth it to work towards that, because that's all you have in this life is your body. So, and I say that also feeling, you know, hypocritical at times about that. So, I think everyone feels similar at certain times about, you know, themselves, and just know that you're not alone, and know that you can find ways to help yourself through those feelings and figure out how to maybe cope a little better. And I'm not saying you're going to be cured, you know, you might always have that, but you'll also be able to find value in other attributes, because I think we also place a lot of value on looks and, you know, image, and like there's so much more to a person than that. So just keep that in mind. Also, if you're dating, keep that in mind too, y'all, because it can be tough, and I feel like sometimes people date and like you can be shallow. Don't be so fucking shallow, y'all, okay? So that's my final thought. I'm gonna pass it off to Uncle Eric.
What's up? How are you all doing? Not you three.
What is that, AI?
Talking to everyone else. Everyone else. How's it going? How's your week?
We can't hear you.
Why not?
No, not you. Them.
I can hear them. You can't hear them?
Oh.
They're
Well,
loud.
followers.
They're
Followers.
praying. They're praying right now. I can hear them.
I hear them always with me. I am most insecure that my followers will leave me one day.
What?
Just kidding.
I know. Then how will you pay the bills? Oh my god.
And how will they drink?
You're
the
not getting
Kool-Aid?
$200,000 a month anymore?
But no, insecurities, they're a real thing, and they're little fuckers, and you should try to work on them, buds. Go at your own speed. Don't try to do too much and get yourself killed.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Uncle Eric.
Okay.
Jess?
Hey, y'all. Sorry, I'm pulling out my eyelids or my eyelashes right now.
Flip your eyelids
Sorry.
inside out.
Yeah. We talked a lot about insecurities today, and we all have them. And I just think it's really cool that we are able to be free enough to share them with each other. And I hope that you find a crew like that too someday, where you can be free of judgment and be naked. So be naked and be well. Michael.
I liked it. Go Nuggets. I am hopefully. I mean, I did go to the parade. So we'll see. Yeah, I am, grateful for you guys being able to talk this out, and obviously we're grateful for you listeners. Hopefully you found some sort of solace, or at least something you could relate to, or at least found it funny at times. And if not, maybe this isn't for you.
Or at the
and
very
just-
least, you know what you can pick on us about now.
yeah, exactly. You know exactly
That's
what to
true.
talk to us
There you go.
about.
Very true.
Yeah, wasted hips.
Long legs.
Exactly. So yeah, thanks for listening to another episode of the Sundays podcast. Cassandra,
Woo!
hit him with it.
Y'all know what it is. Subscribe, y'all. Hit that button. Smash it.
Smash that shit.
Like, comment, share, all the things.
Give us
Hit us
some-
up. All
Give
right.
us some ratings.
Come on.
Go on
rate.
Spotify.
Michael, let her do it.
Apple. Sorry, you never say anything about ratings. If we get ratings, they'll put us up more.
I've never gotten this note before.
I'm-
Apparently, ratings are a thing,
They
y'all.
are
I'm getting it from
ratings.
my producer right now,
That's right.
Jimmy. God
Jimmy.
damn it.
Jimmy was in my ear about it, so I had to make it
Okay.
known everywhere.
Well,
else,
so it's
you know?
Jimmy's fault.
My ear.
Yeah.
Damn
Anyway,
you, Jimmy.
guys know what's up, okay? And feel free to email us if you feel like you have insecurities and you can relate to us. We want to hear your stories. So email us, thesundayspodcast@gmail.com. All your socials, the Sundays Podcast. Slide into those DMs, y'all, okay? And
Sliding.
just remember that you're fucking cool, all right? So don't get yourself down, all right? And stay chill. And that's it. Stay chill.
San Diego.
See you next
Woo!
week.
Thanks, y'all.
Thanks for tuning in.
Bye.
Bye.